Welcome to Star Bios, the ultimate destination for diving into the fascinating lives of Hollywood's most beloved icons. I'm your host, Casey Gold, and today we're shining the spotlight on a true American treasure, James Stewart. With his unmistakable drawl, effortless charm, and a filmography that spans over 5 decades, Jimmy Stewart has become an enduring symbol of cinematic greatness. But before he became a household name, Stewart's life was shaped by a unique blend of small-town values, family traditions, and early passions that would ultimately define his remarkable career. Born on May 20, 1908, in Indiana, Pennsylvania, James Maitland Stewart was the eldest child of Alexander and Elizabeth Stewart. His father, a hardware store owner, instilled in him a strong work ethic and sense of responsibility, while his mother, a former teacher, encouraged his love for learning and the arts. The family's modest home on South 6th Street, with its white picket fence and cozy porch, was a haven for young Jimmy, where he spent countless hours playing with his siblings and exploring the surrounding neighborhoods. As a child, Stewart attended the Indiana public schools, where he excelled academically and developed a strong interest in science and mathematics. He was especially fascinated by the world of machines and mechanics, often spending hours tinkering with gadgets and machinery in his father's hardware store. This curiosity would later serve him well in his acting career, as he brought a sense of authenticity to his portrayals of inventors, engineers, and other technically minded characters. The late 1920s and early 1930s were a time of great change and upheaval in America, with the Roaring Twenties giving way to the Great Depression. As Stewart navigated these tumultuous years, he found himself drawn to the world of theater, where he could escape the hardships of everyday life and lose himself in the magic of performance. His early influences included the likes of Spencer Tracy, Katharine Hepburn, and the legendary Broadway producer Joshua Logan, who would become a close friend and mentor. In 1928, Stewart enrolled in Princeton University, where he studied architecture and became a member of the prestigious Charter Club. During his time at Princeton, Stewart continued to nurture his passion for theater, performing in various stage productions and developing his skills as an actor. He was especially drawn to the works of William Shakespeare, and his performances in Princeton's theatrical productions earned him critical acclaim and recognition from his peers. Stewart's experiences on stage not only helped him build confidence, but also taught him the importance of discipline, hard work, and creativity, essential qualities that would serve him well throughout his career. As he honed his craft, Stewart began to realize that his true calling was in the world of acting, rather than architecture. This epiphany marked a turning point in his life, as he started to pursue his dreams with renewed passion and determination. As we explore the early life of James Stewart, it's clear that his small-town roots, family values, and creative passions laid the groundwork for a remarkable career marked by humility, talent, and a deep connection to the American people. With his unique blend of Midwestern charm, intellectual curiosity, and artistic expression, Stewart was poised on the cusp of greatness, ready to take the leap from obscurity to stardom. Stewart's transition to the world of theater was nothing short of seamless. After graduating from Princeton University in 1932, he joined the prestigious University Players, a summer stock company that would become a launching pad for his career. It was during this time that Stewart honed his craft, performing in various stage productions and developing his skills as an actor. He worked tirelessly, often taking on multiple roles and responsibilities within the company, and it wasn't long before his talents caught the attention of Broadway producers. In 1935, Stewart made his Broadway debut in the play Carrie Nation, followed by a string of successful performances in productions such as Yellow Jack and Divided by Three. His portrayal of George Abercrombie in the 1938 production of Our Town earned him critical acclaim and recognition from his peers. As Stewart's star continued to rise, he began to attract attention from Hollywood, with film studios and directors taking notice of his unique talent and charisma. Stewart's early days in Hollywood were marked by a mix of excitement and uncertainty. He signed a contract with MGM in 1935, but it wasn't until the release of You Can't Take It With You in 1938 that he gained widespread recognition. The film, directed by Frank Capra, starred Stewart alongside Jean Arthur and Lionel Barrymore, and its success marked a turning point in his career. The 1940s would prove to be a defining decade for Stewart, with iconic films like The Philadelphia Story, It's a Wonderful Life, and Mr. Smith Goes to Washington cementing his status as a Hollywood legend. His collaborations with directors such as Frank Capra and Alfred Hitchcock resulted in some of the most memorable performances of his career, showcasing his unique ability to convey vulnerability, humor, and determination. As Stewart navigated the complexities of Hollywood, he remained committed to his artistic vision and values. He was known for his integrity, humility, and kindness, earning him the respect and admiration of his colleagues and fans alike. His experiences during World War II, where he served as a bomber pilot in the U.S. Army Air Forces, would also have a profound impact on his life and career. Stewart's remarkable achievements during this period were not limited to his film work alone. He continued to nurture his passion for theater, returning to Broadway in 1947 to star in the production of Harvey. His performance as Elwood P. Dowd earned him critical acclaim and a Tony Award nomination, solidifying his reputation as one of the most versatile and talented actors of his generation. As we explore the remarkable achievements of James Stewart, it's clear that his early life experiences, combined with his unique blend of talent, discipline, and creativity, had set him on a path to greatness. With his iconic film roles, memorable stage performances, and enduring legacy, Stewart has left an indelible mark on American cinema. The 1950s would prove to be a defining decade for Stewart, with films like Winchester, 73 Carbine Williams, and The Naked Spur showcasing his unique ability to convey vulnerability, humor, and determination. His collaborations with directors such as Anthony Mann and Alfred Hitchcock resulted in some of the most memorable performances of his career, including his iconic role as Scotty Ferguson in Hitchcock's Vertigo. This film, released in 1958, would go on to become a classic of American cinema, with Stewart's performance earning him critical acclaim and solidifying his reputation as one of the greatest actors of all time. In addition to his film work, Stewart continued to nurture his passion for flying, which had been sparked during his service in World War II. He became an avid pilot and owned several aircraft, including a North American P-51 Mustang, which he would often fly on weekends. This hobby not only brought him joy, but also allowed him to relax and unwind from the pressures of his acting career. The 1960s and 1970s saw Stewart continue to work in film and television, with notable performances in The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, How the West Was Won, and Harvey. He also became increasingly involved in politics, supporting conservative causes and candidates, including Ronald Reagan's presidential campaign in 1980. However, Stewart's personal life was not without its challenges. In 1991, he lost his wife of 45 years, Gloria Hattrick McLean, to cancer. This devastating loss had a profound impact on Stewart, and he would often speak about the difficulty of coping with her passing. Despite these challenges, Stewart remained committed to his craft, continuing to work in film and television until his health began to decline in the mid-1990s. He passed away on July 2, 1997, at the age of 89, leaving behind a legacy as one of the most beloved and respected actors of all time. Throughout his life, Stewart had received numerous awards and accolades for his contributions to American cinema, including an Academy Award for Lifetime Achievement in 1985. In the years following his passing, Stewart's legacy has only continued to grow, with his films remaining popular among audiences around the world. In 1999, the American Film Institute named him the third greatest male star of all time, behind only Humphrey Bogart and Cary Grant. Today, James Stewart is remembered not only for his incredible body of work, but also for his kindness, humility, and generosity of spirit. As Frank Capra once said, Jimmy was a gentleman, a wonderful guy, and a great actor. And as we look back on his remarkable life and career, it's clear that James Stewart will always be remembered as one of the greatest actors of all time. And that's a wrap on our journey through the life and career of James Stewart. That's all for today's Star Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Casey Gold reminding you to keep shooting for the stars.